When Kira returned home, it was 4:45 in the morning. The mansion on Rublyovskoye Highway stood quiet and dark, as if abandoned. Only the study on the second floor had a soft yellow light on. But Kira didn't notice it. She rarely noticed anything around her unless it concerned her. She had taken off her shoes in the car because her heels kept twisting treacherously after the fifth cocktail. The driver, who was strictly forbidden to ask questions, silently watched her walk to the door and drove away. Kira carefully closed the front door. Carefully, in her understanding. In reality, the lock clicked so loudly that the sound echoed through the hall. "Quiet," she muttered to herself, staggering toward the stairs. She was wearing a silver backless dress. Her makeup had slightly run, and glitter from the dance floor was tangled in her hair. The girl giggled softly, remembering how, toward morning, someone from their group had climbed onto the stage next to the DJ. In the living room, she bumped a tall floor lamp with her shoulder. It swayed, but stayed upright. The glass bowl with nuts didn't. It fell onto the parquet floor with a crash. Nuts scattered everywhere.
Kira fross.
A heavy cough came from the study. She slowly turned her head. Her grandfather stood in the doorway, Viktor Sergeyevich Lodjanov. Tall, gray-haired, wearing a dark robe, with a straight posture despite his age. His gaze wasn't angry. It was tired. "Good morning, Kira," he said calmly. "Grandpa," she tried to smile. "You're not sleeping?" "Not anymore." Kira rolled her eyes theatrically. "Oh, come on. Don't start again. I'm an adult. I'm 21. Everyone lives like this." "Everyone who?" "Normal people." He slowly walked to the table, picked up the bowl, and placed it back. "You're drunk." "That's not true," she protested too loudly. "We were just celebrating. A little champagne. And cocktails. And, well, a little whiskey." "Who brought you home?" "Slava." "Was he drinking?" Kira fell silent. "Grandpa, enough." Nothing would have happened. Viktor Sergeyevich looked at her for a long time. "Your mother used to say the same thing. Nothing will happen."
Kira stiffened.
"Don't you dare." She loved risk. Loved freedom. Listened to no one. "So what? Are you saying it's because of her?" "I'm saying I lost my daughter. And I'm not going to lose my granddaughter."
Kira snorted.
"I'm not dying. I'm just living." She turned toward the stairs but stumbled on the first step and dropped onto the carpet. "Wonderful," her grandfather muttered. He didn't help her up. He simply watched. Once, Kira had been completely different. After her mother died, she was raised with love and wealth. Viktor Sergeyevich, owner of a large construction company, never spared money. The best schools, trips abroad, designer clothes. He believed he was compensating for the absence of parents with care and opportunities. But care gradually turned into permissiveness. After her grandmother died 6 months earlier, Kira changed completely. It was as if the brakes in her life had broken.
Clubs.
New friends. Shopping for hundreds of thousands. Scandals. Once she was detained after a fight in a restaurant. She threw a glass at a girl who looked at her the wrong way. Her grandfather paid for everything. As always. But today something inside him finally broke. He silently helped his granddaughter to her room and said, "Tomorrow morning, pack your things." "Where to?" Kira asked sleepily. "You'll see." "Is it some exhibition? Or a forum?" "I have nothing to wear if it's something official." "You won't need a dress." He closed the door. In the morning, Kira woke with a headache and vague irritation. Her grandfather was already ready. "We're going out of town," he said shortly. The car drove north. The city stayed behind, the highway narrowed, and the asphalt became uneven. "Are you serious?" Kira looked at endless fields through the window. "Absolutely." 3 hours later, they turned onto a dirt road. Ahead appeared an old lakeside tourist base. Wooden cabins, a crooked pier, pine trees, and cold wind from the water. "Is this a joke?" Kira's voice turned sharp.
No.
They stopped beside one of the cabins. "This is your home for the next month." "What?" "There is no internet here," said Viktor Sergeyevich. "And I'll keep your phone." "You have no right."
Ida.
As long as you live on my money. She looked at the peeling paint and rusty bench near the entrance. You've gone crazy. Maybe. But otherwise I'll lose you. I'm not staying here. You are. A man around 40 came out of the neighboring cabin. Simple jacket. Unshaven face. Calm eyes. This is Andre, said the grandfather. He works here. Kira didn't even look at him. I'm leaving in 2 hours, Viktor Sergeyevich continued. There's money inside for now. After that, you'll work. Work? The place is almost abandoned. Andre is trying to restore it. You'll help. I'm not a servant.
No.
You're someone who needs to understand the value of money. He got into the car. Grandpa. But the car had already driven away, leaving a cloud of dust. She was alone. Almost. Andre stood nearby. The cabin doesn't heat itself, he said calmly. If you want to sleep warm, you'll need to light the stove. Kira slowly turned to him. Are you serious? Very. He left. For the first time in her life, Kira felt truly afraid. Not because of the darkness. Not because of loneliness. But because no one was going to save her. The first night at the base became a real test. The cabin was colder than she expected. During the day, the sun warmed the wooden walls, but by evening damp wind came from the lake. Kira tried twice to light the stove, but the wood only smoked. She was furious. At her grandfather, at this place, at Andre, at the entire world. Most of all, she hated that nobody checked on her. No caring phone calls. No car returning with, just kidding, get in, we're going home. There was no phone. No internet. No music. Only wind howling in the cracks. In the morning, Andre knocked on the door with firewood. If you don't know how to light a stove, you should have said so. He lit it quickly. Breakfast in an hour. In the main house. Or, what if I don't come? Then you'll be hungry. The days that followed were hard. They repaired the pier, carried boards, cleared branches, painted benches. Kira's hands blistered. Her back hurt. But something strange happened. Days passed and she stopped thinking about clubs, about parties, about expensive shopping. Instead, she thought about not dropping boards into the lake. After a week, she woke before Andre knocked. After 5 days, she learned to light the stove herself. Silence no longer frightened her. One morning, she stood on the pier looking at the mirror-like lake. Cold, Andre asked from behind. Very.
But honest, he said.
Water never pretends to be warm. 3 weeks passed. Kira changed almost without noticing. She learned to cook soup, clean fish, paint walls, laugh without alcohol. One evening they sat by a fire. Are you still angry with your grandfather? Andre asked. I was, she said quietly. And now? I don't know. She looked into the fire. He thinks I'm weak. And you? I don't know what I am. That's already better than thinking you're perfect, Andre said. A month later, a car appeared on the road. Kira froze when she heard the engine. Viktor Sergeyevich stepped out. Kira walked toward him wearing jeans and a simple sweater, her hair tied back. Her grandfather stopped. He didn't recognize her immediately. Well, he said softly. Shall we go home?
Kira looked at the lake, the pier,
the cabins. At Andre standing nearby. Can I stay a little longer? Her grandfather slowly smiled. You can. I didn't want to break you, Kira, he said. I know. I just wanted you to understand. I do now. He looked at Andre. The men exchanged a short glance. Take care of her, the grandfather said. She can take care of herself now, Andre replied. The car drove away. Kira watched the dust settle on the road. Then she turned back. So, philosopher, she said with a smile. What are we doing today? Andre handed her a paintbrush. We're painting the boats. Can you handle it? Kira took the brush. Yes, she said. And for the first time in a long while, she truly meant it.